Hello everybody and welcome back. Okay, so this video is going to be one take and one take only because I'm just going to say what I want to say and then that's going to be pretty much the end of the video. So if you have clicked this video, then you'll either see me talk about this already or you are just looking for an update or reaction to the update. So, for those that do know, I posted a video a couple days ago about the Mr. Beast Rosanna Pansino situation. I gave my thoughts on it, said that, if there is some misogyny, that's a bad thing, all that good stuff, right? So, a reason why I want to talk about this is because it's starting to feel like it's starting to take a turn that it shouldn't have, and I don't know why we are getting this far. So let me explain. So basically, a couple days ago, Rosanna Pansino actually deleted all of her posts about Mr. Beast and the creator games and the hide and seek stuff. And she pretty much said publicly, like, I would like to apologize to Mr. Beast. I should have handled this privately. All that good stuff, right? So, um, I did notice that a lot of people were kind of upset about the verbiage that Rosanna was using. Because it did come off like it was a way more serious than what it was. Like, I get that you want to stand up for yourself, but like the way she was presenting it was like not what people thought. So I think she recognized that criticism. She did say she got a lot of death threats, which I've said online on Twitter that that is not okay. Death threats are never ever okay in any situation. Um, I also noticed that a lot of commentary channels, especially Peter Monn, Dustin Daly, Viewer's Voice, Paige Christie, I kind of missed this in my video, and that's on me, so I will own up to it. Um, Rosanna Pansino, actually has been friends with like Colleen Ballinger more than James Charles, of course. But Rosanna Pansino has had a lot of videos with Colleen Ballinger, and apparently she has talked to Colleen Ballinger like offline, like privately, and addressed her concerns, I guess, and unfollow Colleen. I For that situation, I don't think that's enough. I think you profited off of Colleen's name publicly. You should address your friendship with her publicly. A lot of people are going to say that it was a business relationship, all that good stuff. Still, at the end of the day, you never addressed it publicly, like how you felt about the situation between the grooming allegations and all that stuff. So I can definitely see why a lot of people felt like, hey, you spoke about Mr. Beast and all this, and that's well and good, but you refusing to talk about Colleen Ballinger just seems a little devious to me, which I kind of agree with. Um, so she did get called out for her, I guess, for her relationship with Colleen, that she obviously is never going to address, and you're going to see why in a second. Um, So that's kind of where I kind of picked up on this. So just skipping ahead a couple days after, a lot of commentary channels like myself make videos about this, um, Rosanna came back again, and I think this was last night. It was only up for a couple hours, but I do have the screenshot for you. I'm not going to read it because she deleted this post as well, where pretty much she said, yeah, that apology I made about Mr. Beast and all, I actually take that back. I need to do better about standing up for myself, all that good stuff, right? And I think I can't remember the verbiage of her addressing the deleted the first time. When she deleted the post the first time, like all the posts the first time, she acknowledged that she shouldn't have released a music video because it seemed like very performative and very like the timing was a little weird. She also addressed that her verbiage was like not what it should have been, and she addressed that as well. But I did notice people were calling her out about Colleen Ballinger as well. But her choosing to ignore that, I kind of have a problem with. So pretty much, it feels like she was watching all the commentary channels make videos about this situation and calling out those concerns, but she definitely skated over the Colleen Ballinger stuff. And this is according to Peter Monn, so, I can't prove that this is fact, but he says he can prove it, because he did say it in a video, because one thing about Peter Monn, if you have not watched his channels, because they have 7, he also made a video about the Rosanna situation, and apparently, even though she wanted it to stop, apparently behind the scenes, she was kind of asking a lot of commentary channels to talk about it. Like I said, he said he can prove it. I believe Peter Monn when he does say that. He wouldn't just say something so baseless. And if, like, again, I can't prove it, but if that is true, I think that is beyond manipulative. It's giving Raw Beauty Christie vibes. If you have been following that situation with her and her supporting James Charles, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. So I also think that's like, it's just this whole Mr. Beast Rosanna Pansino thing. It's just becoming something that it shouldn't have been. If Rosanna just left that at her first statement, I think that would have been good enough. But now it seems like she's kind of making fun of the whole situation, because so she made a post saying, I take back my apology to Mr. Beast because it feels like it's not going to be handled the way I wanted to, which, okay, fair, I guess. But she deleted that, and then she posted another post where she's like, I'm starting a hide and seek league, who should be in charge? And now a lot of people are kind of like, okay, you're kind of making this a big joke. We were taking you seriously, but now it seems like, like this isn't what we thought it was going to be, all that good stuff. And as someone who made a video on this situation, I want to say I'm not surprised that, that this is the route that she's taking. It's not surprising that, instead of just kind of like sticking to their guns, like it seems like she's making a joke about this. And I don't mean this in a mean way. It just seems like this seems like this is how people eventually turn on you and how people stop listening to you. So let me explain. It's all well and good to speak your truth. I think speaking your truth is one of the most powerful things you can do as an individual and as a person. But when it comes to, in a sense where it seems like you're crying wolf, and again, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, and I know somebody's going to take it disrespectfully. What I mean is you posting, then deleting, then taking back your apology, then deleting that where you took back your apology. It's just going to kind of confuse people, where a lot of people aren't going to listen what you have to say, right? And this isn't really going to be a long video, but like, I feel like since I did make a video about this, I feel like this needs to be said, because one of the things I want to get better at is not ignoring these kind of things, because I'm not gonna lie, I have definitely missed the mark on some videos, and I'm gonna have to live with that. But I definitely wanted to speak up about this because I don't like where this is going, and it just feels very like the timing is way too weird, because I just noticed a couple hours ago, Joey GRACEFFA posted a Escape the Night movie promo. And if you're like, why does that connection matter? Well, Rosanna Pansino defended Joey and defended Daniel Prada when Gabby Hanna called the show out about whatever it was. Basically, Gabby Hanna was being a diva, and people from the show were like, Gabby, that's not true. They were accommodating you. And Rosanna was like definitely one of the few people that really spoke up about that. And that also goes into, hey, you spoke up about the Gabby Hanna thing, you spoke up about Mr. Beast, but you don't want to speak up about Colleen Ballinger. And this is why, when you're a YouTuber, a celebrity, what have you, this is why speaking up about select things will always bite you in the ass, right? So now that now that Rosanna has spoken up about Mr. Beast, she spoke up about Gabby Hanna calling the show out last year, and this music video coming out, and this Escape the Night promo coming out, it's starting to feel like the timing's way, way too perfect, if that makes sense. Now, I don't know if Rosanna's in this Escape the Night movie or whatever, but as someone that defended that show, I think it was a year ago, whenever that Gabby Hanna stuff happened, the timing is weird. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying like that's what it is. I'm not saying that Rosanna picked on Mr. Beast for views, even though Peter Monn kind of like went through her channel. And I'm going to link his videos about this whole situation down below so you guys can use it as reference. But looking at her views compared to her subscriber count, her views are way down. So it's kind of like, okay, did you just call out Mr. Beast because you wanted to get a quick view count? I did notice her Twitter follower count went up, whatever. I guess at the end of the day, my point is this. All this stuff that Rosanna Pansino is doing, again, speak up for yourself. Fine. That is 100% fine. I'm not saying nobody should ever speak up for themselves, right? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is when you're tweeting and then deleting and then taking back apologies and then taking back that apology by deleting that apology and then kind of making a joke about the situation, I can see why people check out. I can see why people say, okay, I listened the first time, but this time I don't see what the point is here. So I am definitely seeing it from that perspective, right? And I will say I was definitely, on Rosanna's side at first, but as things keep coming out and as things keep going, the lack of addressing the Colleen Ballinger thing, even though she profited off of that, and it just seems like a very picky and choosy kind of thing. I'm just kind of looking at this whole situation like, okay, so what do you want at the end of the day, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I think I lost some subscribers from my video. I think a lot of people didn't like what I had to say. Like, I wasn't really like up her ass, kissing her ass. I was looking at it from a outsider's perspective. And hey, that's cool. If I lose some subscribers saying like, I don't appreciate how she's handling this, then so be it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. Nothing wrong with that, right? But when you start deleting stuff, taking stuff back, it's like, okay, if she posts something again, then what? Are we supposed to believe her? Are we not supposed to believe her? Like, I'm very confused, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I guess this was kind of a rant video. But how do I say it? Like I said, I want to get better at correcting myself in videos or like addressing things that I feel like I missed. The Colleen Ballinger thing, I 100% didn't look into / miss. So again, that's on me. So I'm definitely going to do better at fixing that kind of stuff next time, or try to. But yeah, just check out Peter Monn's videos on the situation. Check out Dustin Daly's video, Viewer's Voice video. I don't know if Paige Christie made a video yet, if she's going to. I haven't really had a chance to really pay attention. But yeah, that's just kind of an update because one, I haven't posted a video in a couple days and I'm trying to be more consistent. And two, I was one of the few people that saw this post when it was up before it got deleted. And I was like, this is interesting. And why are we here? So, yeah. Once again, it is Malcolm. That's me. Don't really have anything else to say except, hey, thanks for listening to me ramble on for a bit. As you can see, my brain goes a lot of places when I have no script or no prompt I just see one thing and I just go. Yeah, so once again, it's Malcolm, and without further ado, I wish you well. I wish you good health, and I will see you again next time.